Hi, my name is K Blankenburg and I'm the owner of the Meruti company, which is an online concept store that curates products for tall fashion, home goods and decor. The home goods and decor section started in 2018 and we just recently celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and we're really glad and fortunate to still be here and keep going and growing in this journey. This side of the business was inspired by my own frustration in finding items that I could use in my home when I moved out, in the style and the aesthetic that appealed to me, but also items that were affordable. If I found something that met the style, it was probably too expensive, or if I found something that was within my budget, it was not the style that I wanted. So I sought out to get these pieces and these items, and luckily 1 or 2 other people actually liked this, get onto this side of things. The show that inspired me is called the Fixer Upper Show, and I was just really impressed with how they were able to fuse items that have this aged look into spaces, and it didn't matter if all of them were aged or all of them were new. There was just a way that the designer, her name is Joanna Gaines, was able to bring these ideas that she had in her mind onto the spaces that she was creating and designing together with her husband. And I just really loved that, and I thought I could try and do this in my space, in the space of my friends' spaces, in a little way, and get 1 or 2 things which are affordable. And so we started on this journey, and we've been able to get a different wide range of products. We have wall hangings, we have table decor, we have items for the kitchen, and in the kitchen some of them do double duty. We have in form and function, you have things that can be used for storage, but at the same time have this decor element. We have like tea bag boxes that are really popular, and in different styles. And for each room in the house, we try and make sure we have something so that it can, the item can provide that element or that style in the room that you are in, so that you feel like this is actually telling a story. And that's ultimately what you want to do, to have your home tell your story, so that when you get home, when you arrive from your duties and whatever you've been doing outside, and you come home and you have that aha feeling, it's something that is mirroring from what you've created, and something that is coming back at you and settling you down and making you feel, this is what it's all about. Some of the challenges that I've faced while being in business in this short period, one is I would start with logistics. Logistics has been a challenge, and I think it's not going to go away. It's just the way of doing business. But especially for us, because we bring our items in, shipping has been an issue. There's moments when, let's say, the exchange rate goes high, so of course that hits our shipping cost, which really hits the final price that we end up having to sell our products at. And now in the COVID season, it has really gone up, and it's really increased the cost of acquiring some of these products here. And that's why it's very, very critical to us to really, really look for a very good price for our products, because when you look at it and look and think, okay, once this item gets to our location, what is it going to sell for? And if it's something that we sense maybe our customers may not be able to pay for, then we opt not to get it, and for obvious reasons. But also it has shown us and taught us to be resilient, to be able to use the opportunities when they arrive, and just seize them and work with what we have, because ultimately we want to ensure that our customers get the best that they can from us, and because this is really key. Our customer relations are really, really important to us. They're the ones who actually inspire some of the products that we get here. They ask us and they check for us, and they're very savvy, and we love that. They're able to put us, on the spot and ask us to aim higher and get better, and we really appreciate that. So that's one of the challenges that we face. Another challenge that we faced in business, especially in the Kenyan market, and I think this is not just for us, but the fact that not many are confident about sending money to people they've not seen or for items they've not touched. and this is something that will just take time. But also connected to that is the fact that there are instances, situations where people have sent money for things that they saw online, and those items were not what they saw, and this just erodes any trust that the customer has in that business. And not just for the business, it creates that issue in the ecosystem, and so the onus is on us, sellers, to make sure that what we are selling is actually what the customer will receive, because then that increases the trust rating across the board for everybody. It's unfortunate, and it's really sad that this actually does happen, and for us it's a challenge, but it's also a point of ensuring that we maintain our standards and make sure that, you know, what we say we are going to send to you is actually what you've been seeing on the screen or wherever it is that you found the product. As far as marketing goes, the marketing platforms that have worked for us have been social media, especially because our customer is on social media, and especially Instagram. This really works well for us, and that's where we camp. We communicate a lot there. We connect with a lot of our customers there. We've been able to show a bit more of ourselves on Instagram. Instagram stories is also really great for businesses, just to show, you know, another angle of what to do. Facebook is also good because there's customers who are not on Facebook, who are on Facebook but are not on Instagram, so we try and get to them as well. And the same for WhatsApp Business. There are those who are not on Facebook or Instagram, and so we reach out to them on WhatsApp Business, which also has a catalog feature, and this is really, really good because then they're able to see just during their own free time what we have in our catalogs and what we have in store. The other thing that we do around marketing is attending flea markets. Sadly, this has not happened a lot at all, actually, for us this year because of the events, you know, that started earlier in the year. And we love flea markets because we get to interact and meet with our customers, and that is something that is so dear to us because they get to give us feedback right there and then about our products. We can tell whether or not they tell us. We can tell. We can study. We can see what works, what doesn't. And it's just the energy in flea markets is also something that we really enjoy doing. So unfortunately this year not much of that has happened, but we hope to continue doing it as and when everything opens up and it's safe for people to for us and for people to step out and go shopping. If I could tell myself one thing before beginning this journey, because this is my second career and I'm really thankful about that, it would be to start whenever and whichever way I can or I could have to just start, because when you start, then you I believe it's better to fail fast and fail often. When you fail fast and you fail often, then you learn, you get to know, you get to grow. And this can only happen when you start. So it all goes back to starting. I know it's cliche, but it is the truth. I think if these ideas were still in my head, at this point, then I would not be where I am now, knowing what I know. And I have learned a lot, and I continue to learn, and I'm really, really grateful for that. My biggest fear when starting out was, because the decor aesthetic that we stock is very specific to modern farmhouse, rustic and shabby chic. So my biggest fear was, would this resonate with people? Would this latch on with people? Are there people who would identify with this and feel, yes, here is something that I really like? And there are moments when I doubted it, but I just still kept on at it. And I'm so glad, I'm so grateful for those situations or those messages that I've gotten from people who come and tell me, actually I'm so glad that I found your page because this is exactly the style that I like. And so we keep on doing it because such messages encourage us and give us the engine, or light up our engine, to keep going and just keep doing better and keep aiming higher and keep trying to deliver the best for our customers. It's something that is really intentional and very, very strongly held in my heart, that we give the best of what we can to our customers because they have entrusted us with their time, their resources, and so the least we could do is just give them the best of what we have and what we do. A brand that inspires me is the Magnolia brand. which is with the Fixer Upper show, which is a show that actually pulled me into this style. And the designer behind it, Joanna Gaines, is just a force to be reckoned with. And I'm just glad that she and her husband stepped out and shared their brilliance with the rest of us, because then that also gave us, some of us on this side, the motivation to try this and to just keep at it. Lesson that I'm learning about business in this COVID season has to do with getting over the fear and just keep doing what I do, because I had a conflict within myself when all this started, that, you know, should I continue selling in this season? And I would be remiss in not acknowledging that it's a very difficult time for everybody. It's incomes have been lost, businesses have closed down, organizations have had to, you know, trim down their workforce, schools and kids having to change the way they learn, and unfortunately loss of lives. So even in this space, it would be very remiss of me not to appreciate that this is actually happening. But I'm also trying to run my business, and I had this conflict, and then I decided I'll continue doing what I do, because that made sense to me at that time, and to take my mind off a lot of the issues that were going around, being able to do business, being able to communicate, being able to continue to put myself out there, and Meruti also helped me, and my sanity helped me, and to keep up my joy, because what I was getting back from customers was really, really motivating me to keep going, and that is something I will not take for granted. The fact that customers are also able to resonate, and our customers are just amazing. They share with us what they do with the products that they get. They send us a word of encouragement. They give us heads up, you know, about what's going on. They ask us and they challenge us about, you know, some of the things that we do, and we are really, really grateful for that relationship that we have, and we are at pains to keep growing it and keep deepening it, and so they can continue to trust us. Like I said, just increase that know, like, and trust factor. So being able to continue doing business was one of the greatest lessons, because the other thing is, someone who has been watching you doing what you do in this season, whether or not they're able to buy from you, as and when they will choose to do that, they will remember you, because you were front of face at the time when, you know, maybe they needed to see something that would encourage them. So it helps even them and even then. And for those who needed to spruce up their spaces in this season because they were home, we were there for them, we are there for them, and we continue to be there for them. So it either way, it's something that we're really grateful for, and we shall continue to do, not just in this season but even later, and hopefully we'll keep growing. So thank you for watching this. I hope you'll be able to catch up with us on our Instagram, Meruti Home Decor, Facebook, and just, you know, drop a line and say hi. We're really grateful for this opportunity. Cheers. Bye-bye.